I think the trip we made to Louisiana was very important and timely because until then we were speculating that to take the entire program of several galleries, the curatorial wing, the library, and put them in a singular building or what feels like one building is not the way to go. That we wanted to intertwine with nature and so break it into several pavilions and then have links between them so you always reconnect with nature. But I think there was a kind of a uncertainty what that meant till we went to Louisiana
We knew we
where
wanted it.
and there, yeah, and there, what they did was they took a large museum program and broke it up into pavilions, even buildings, you could say, and the view of the sea and the sort of meadow overlooking the sea. And they did a lot of unorthodox things, like have a gallery with a glass wall looking into the trees and letting light and skylights in. And I think when we came back, we started refining the plan. And I think being here in this spot with the courtyard on one side that juts into the pond, the two bridges either side, but we see here the drama of the dam with the water coming over it. And being down here, you actually feel the suspension of the bridge because you're aware there's no columns. And the side buildings are being like holding the mountain back. And the greatest excitement here is that always the trees are above us. So we're never seeing the horizon other than through these trees that are on the crest. And so that's kind of some of the lessons of Louisiana, where we're so intertwined with the site that you can't be in this place without constantly becoming aware of what's going on around you in nature.
I don't know, Moshe, how you could have achieved what I had hoped and dreamed for any better than you did. And it was all about this seamless integration with nature, so that people and architecture and nature and art become a seamless integration.
You talked a lot about the seasons. You talked about the
Yeah,
dogwood. You
yeah.
talked about fall. You talked about the site at winter, all of which you experienced as a young person. And we're yet to discover, I mean, I'm yet to discover all the seasonal changes that this place experiences, uh, but it really transforms. And I think that's an important test for a building, how it cycles over the seasons, over time.
You know, a lot of people now are saying, well, we have to come back and experience the different seasons because they get that integration and how the whole
Mm.
experience changes as a result of a change in nature. Uh, so it's it's amazing to me that you've been able to do what you've done. Um, I never would have dreamed that we would end up with these, what you call weirs. I didn't know what a weir was. Um, but right now, just after a half-inch rain maybe this morning, to have the sound of the waterfall as a part of your experience. And of course, this is where so many of our school children come and have their lunch when they have their museum experience. And I think we've got lots of folks sitting around out there as well right now. Uh, but to be able to enjoy it and then have this sound as a background is, again, just another delight.
It would be nice to go and be on the bridge, see the light coming in, and talk about the materials of the building, the wood, the use of wood and concrete and glass, or maybe in the galleries
Okay. Okay.
themselves.